2. Alright, what else is in this deck? I might actually have this built. I have Reno Lock built. I'll show you Reno Lock after too. That's another standard Warlock deck. Dun, dun, dun. I'm definitely missing 4 cards. There may be an owl in there. I don't know though. Owl's so sketchy. Because like you're trying to play dragons on curve, so owl's like so weak on curve. Oh, I'm missing zombie chows. That's for sure. And then the others are the tech slots, so I could put the owl in. So there's 2 zombie chows, and then you can put anything in right now. Like purple at DreamHack used Kazan and Owl as this 2 tech slots, so you can try using Kazan and Owl. I like using Earthen Ring, just to have another 3-drop. I think that's a pretty cute card. And you can put in the second BGH too if you want. I'm not a big fan of the second BGH, but having like a 3-drop on 3 is pretty important. So increasing the numbers of that's pretty good. But what would I run right now? I guess I would run second BGH because of all the paladins. I don't really like Owl that much. I don't think it's that good right now. But if you want the Owl in, then just take out the BGH, put in the Owl. You play a lot of flexible cards in this deck, which is kind of nice. So that's Mally Lock. That's like another standard Warlock deck. And then we got Reno Lock. This is another standard Warlock deck. So this is the combo version. So it's got like a Senjin in there for a little extra defense, and then it's got the Leroy combo going on. If you verse a lot of more aggressive decks, which is pretty common on ladder right now, you can actually run the Arcane Golem instead of the Leroy, and it's usually enough damage, and this allows you to do the whole like Arcane Golem Power Overwhelming Faceless, which is 16 damage combo, a little less than the Leroy combo, granted, it's 4 damage less, but you can do it without having to have it Empered, so that means you can flexibly Emperor whatever cards are in your hand. So if you get to turn 6, you just throw down Emperor and you're fine. Whereas against like other decks, you need to like prioritize making sure you hit the Faceless or the Leroy or the Power Overwhelming to make sure that you can actually get the combo off. So this allows for a little bit more flexibility against aggro and stuff. But if you're facing control, then obviously you want the Leroy in there because you want the max burst potential. So depends what you're facing, you kind of switch those out and stuff. But anyway, I'm just going to play Face Warlock, but screenshot all those Warlock decks, and you should have a good time grinding the Warlock class, because a lot of different versions of decks you can play. So hopefully that's cool. Part-time Prophet, I didn't even see you subscribe, bro. How's it going? I did not add your deck. Sorry, I was focused on like building and stuff. How's it going, man? Welcome to the Batcave team thing. Yeah, feel free to just relink it. I'm missing a few people's decks, honestly. I got Zoomer Cannon, and then someone after Zoomer Cannon subscribed, and then I have Stanky Fresh. So I'm missing the person that subscribed after Zoomer Cannon. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I want to try and go 1 into 1, but I don't really want to get Abusive as my second one, and I have a lot of ones, so we can maybe find it. Do I still like Handlock? I don't think anybody plays Handlock anymore. You just die on turn 4. You're like, tap, tap, oh, I'm dead. So, no, I'm not a big fan of Handlock, personally. Alright. Let's get Haunted Creeper out there to be able to proc the Noble Sacrifice more efficiently than using a Lepronome or a Worgen Infiltrator. I think it was me. Yeah, Gavin, it was you, dude. You got your deck? Alright, I got Kazooie. Kazooie. And, alright. Well, let's try and make this pop. Let's see what happens. Of course. Of course. That's not good for us. We were really hoping that would make 1/1s. But we have another spider to try again. Not good. Not good opening. He's got the defensive cards, man. Alright, Gavin, I got your deck, man. Adding you to the queue.
Reporting for duty.
Holy crap, this guy's curved. Where's my knife juggler, man? All I need is knife. What is worth to craft? Rag, Harrison, or Thalnos? I don't know. I wouldn't really craft any of those, honestly. I don't know what legendaries you have available to you, but of just those, probably Harrison Jones? Man, we're getting Shrek'd on board here.
So many possibilities.
We're supposed to be, like, usually ahead on board because we run more one-drops than them, but him having to get down into the owl was just devastatingly strong. I don't want to soul fire or power bombing anything, it's such a waste. Have I tried Duelist yet? Yeah, I was able to reach S rank in like 3 days. It's pretty fun. Now I'm S rank, I don't know what to do. I just kill people with weird celerity combos in every class. Well, I'm gonna go face, I guess. Now we get our knife juggler after our Haunted Creeper's already done with. That kind of sucks.
First kill.
He's at such a high life total already, it's pretty frustrating. We could squeeze in the PO here if we really wanted, but of course it's Noble Sack. Knife juggler doesn't accomplish anything. Like, giving a board this early is so bad. But I think we have to squeeze in this PO and just start going all face. He's out of cards, so we could reasonably make something happen. But, I mean, he had Get Down into Owl, into Minibot, into Mustard. Like, God fucking bless. All of the anti-aggro tech. The Sinister Turtle just got skamazed for $10. Hello, Mr. Bad. I subbed a few days ago and I've been lurking ever since. My challenge to you is to make a deck only out of your golden cards. Oh, man. I don't have any golden cards at all. Alright. Well, we're doing this. Repentance, really.
Why do you call?
Well, get Soulfire out of my hand.
Well played.
No trade there. Is he really face tanking that? I don't think we're gonna win though. We didn't get enough damage off early because of the Alright. Because of the board control cards we had. We can get a coil off. We can get a blood imp down to try and land POs too. I guess I want coil. Arcane Golem, damage coming together. Just gotta find a little bit more. Just a little bit more. 10 more. That's a hard number to push. Usually 8's what you want to get him at. We're dead the following turn too. This kind of sucks. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, we were just toast. Alright, we could find something here to help us stay alive. Man. We'd have to trade with the Arcane Golem and not tap to stay alive. And how do we win if we do that? Like, we just don't. If we Arcane Golem this and get Doomsayer, we get a shot. Tap first. We could juggle this and get Doomsayer, and then we have Arcane Golem to still go face. I think that's our highest odds of winning. So we're gonna juggle that, get Doomsayer, and then have Arcane Golem to try and lethal him next turn. Nope. We dreamed big. We dreamed big. Paladin deck focused around Blood Knight and Fijula and Lightbeam synergy with a lot of Divine Shield missions. Alright, try that, try that. Add that to the queue. Doughboy just subscribed. What up, Doughboy? Welcome to the Batcave team thing, man. Feel free to add a deck. So, I'm not going to play every version of Warlock for you, but hopefully I'm Simon. You got Reno Lock here. Hopefully you screenshotted. I'm gonna just count to 10 and then scroll down. It's 2 screenshots. Alright. So that's Reno Lock. And then there's Mally Lock. Which is these are like the more standard versions of Control Warlock that people play in like tournaments. Is Reno Lock and Mally Lock are really the big popular decks in tournaments for Warlock class. And then I like Face Warlock for ladder. I think it's fun, it's fast. This is what I would play on ladder if I was playing Warlock, but if you're gonna play like a tournament and try and go for optimal win rate over speed, then the other decks are gonna be better for you. But the reason why aggro decks are just better on ladder is because you can play 3 times as many games of Face Warlock as you can of Reno Lock. So even if your win rate's a little bit less, it's usually faster climbing. So that's what I would put for standard Warlock decks. Most of the other standard Warlock decks are not as good. Alright, next dude. Alright, let's see. We have Gavin. Oh, I do have you added already, Gavin. You said, I've been working on a mid-range shaman list. The idea was to take out all of the shitty cards of aggro shaman and add a mid-game. Want to see what you can do with it. Alright, let's see what we can do with mid-range shaman built off of an aggro shaman shell. Interesting. Alright, so what do we got here? Earthshock, Lightning Bolts, Rock Biters, Tunnel Trunks, Crackle Lava Shock, Finley. Yeah, Finley's important because the Shaman hero power sucks. Flame Juggler. Oop. Fire Guard, Pile, good old double Doom Hammer, beautiful. Man, this looks like the old BlizzCon 2014 Chalky Shaman. That was the thing. He was the first guy to start running the double Doom Hammer mid-range Shaman, and it's pretty good back then. Alright, so curve-wise, it looks like a staircase. It looks nice. We got 2 Doom Hammers, which I like a lot. We got 3 4-drops, which I think is good. We got 4 3-drops. 1, 2, 3. A little lacking on 2-drops, but I mean, we should be playing a 3 anyway most of the time. Using removal and whatnot. 1 Storm seems interesting. 1 Hex. 1-ofs are usually just like something I'm particular about, because usually with my decks anyway, I want to have like a plan with it and not include as few 1-ofs as possible because everything just matches the plan. But I guess I could see you being able to get some tempo out of 1 Hex. A lot of mid-range cards. Boom's really good. It seems really solid. I don't got any complaints with the deck at all. I think it can definitely win some games. Not bad. Let's run it back and see how it goes. Terror Death? That's a good point, man. That's a good point. I do like Knife Juggler a lot. It's one of the strongest 2-drops in the game. If it lives, people die. Combos with Feral Spirits and whatnot.
Thrall versus Valera.
Watch your back.
Alright, let's try and get a curve. Probably don't want to keep Doomhammer off the mulligan. I do like keeping this unbound, though. I guess I'm playing Flame Juggler on 2 just to play Flame Juggler on 2. I'm not thrilled about it, but because it's not gonna kill a rogue minion, right? But I mean, it's a presence that'll be there and be annoying, so sure, that's good. Get a mulligan flame juggler to try and look for spells, I guess. Point of the storms to help against paladin. Okay. Alright, to the face. Mid-range shaman. Ellie giggle. Just face doming him.
Ha, this guy's toast.
Alright, I don't want to clear, I just want to develop my own minions, so I'm just going to play Unbound to go phase. He's got to trade with me. He's got sick fan value. That's something I could have played around by trading in the 1-1. But we have Earthshock to clean up, worst case comes to worst. Alright, he's going to take his sick fan value. Earthshock doesn't hit match in this matchup. Now I don't even want to play Earthshock, now I just want to play Shredder. Do I want to trade with that 3-3 to protect my Shredder? Not really. He's going to make that trade for me. He's probably going to sap this and trade here, so it's like not the biggest concern of mine to make that trade. And worst comes to worst, we got Earthshock to clean up. You know? But we are drawing this curve. I like it. I like the curve. La 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 la. Just a random Swede. Got skamazed. Ideas for an easy get to legend deck. I play work. Need to be on the bus. Alright, easy get to legend deck, man. He's asking me for the miracle cure. Snake oil. Alright, what happened here? We can kill that and then push him forward to the face if we wanted. I guess we want to develop Thalanos, clear that. We don't make a totem, but I want to just get a play for next turn. Yeah, I want to keep my Shredder healthy so I can keep hitting him in the face today. I don't know if I understand mid-range, guys. I don't. I don't know if I understand mid-range. Alright. Let me read that whole donation, sorry. Alright, I have to add Sinister Turtle too, actually. I haven't gotten around to that. Sinister Turtle, I'm adding you to the DeckDoctor queue, man. So I got your donation in there, sorry. There's been a lot of stuff going on. Backlogged. Alright, and just a random Swede. Easy legend deck. I play mostly from work. I'm rank 6 with Scum Paladin, 60% win rate. By the way, I prefer control over Scum deck. Ideas. Control decks take a long time to hit legend, man. They go slow. They go slow. What happened? We got sapped? Okay, that's good. We get something to play. We can get rid of this Shaman hero power. Get anything else. Anything else. Alright, let's get... I don't want Rogue. I run 2 Doomhammers. I guess we're gonna get armor up or heal? Heal, probably. Alright, then we're just gonna try and be even on board when we drop Boom, and then that should win us the game. Against a Rogue. How does DeckDoctor work? People donate or sub, and then I play their deck list, and then suggest changes to make it try and hit legendary status.
So many options.
Some of my changes are brutal. A lot of them are adding piloted Shredder. Alright, we could storm potentially. That's not very good though. I think we just play Boom and actually trade. We haven't done that in a while. So I think it's time though. I think it's time. We don't want to give Rogue spell power, and Boom should be able to hold his weight here. We'll see how that goes. Alright. We need to find one of our 2 Doomhammers, man. 19 cards left. No Doomhammer, though. Never lucky. We might need to add some card draw to increase the consistency of getting Doomhammer on 5. And increase the consistency of finding Doomhammer Rockbiter. Because dealing 10 damage out of nowhere is ridiculous. We also have Fire Elementals we could find here. So we have double Fire Elemental, Loatheb, double Doomhammer, insane top decks. 5 cards that can make it happen. We could consider running Azure Drake to go with the Storm. But I don't know. Azure Drake's really slow. But we do only have 3 5s. I guess 3 5s is the ideal amount, honestly. 3 5s, 3 4s is the curve I like. Could add another 6. I don't know, another 6 might be too slow. We definitely want Knife Jugglers, Flame Juggler. Easy change there. Like, the things that are concerning is we have combo things like 1 Lava Shock and then no draw to try and find the Lava Shock or Rockbiter Doomhammer combos. So those are like the things we can really think about.
Challenge accepted.
I could try and kill that. I don't think I care if it trades into my Shredder though, so I'm not really protecting anything. So I'm just gonna go face and then heal myself. Try and set up a Lightning Storm when he tries to value trade here. And I'll catch his heal bot in the Lightning Storm, because that's a 3-3. Should be pretty cute.
Pay attention, class.
Another set.
Ready to learn.
Alright. Set up my Storm. Boombot. Just do it. How much did it hit? Ah, only 1. What are you doing? Alright, well. 6, 9. We could lethal him. Damn. Well, he can't sap it anymore, so he's gonna take 4. We're out of steam. Haven't found a Doomhammer, man. What up, Ned Deck and Chill Grill? How's it going? Got a boom in his deck. Alright, we have lethal sometimes. Unfortunately, we have the heal hero power, so we can't even roll for spell power. I would have preferred, like, Hunter or Druid hero power for this matchup particularly. Damn it! Never lucky. Alright, we'll hold back on the lightning bolt. He's already played Loatheb, so hopefully don't heal bot. Maybe we get spell power off this guy. Oh, we get a secret. Man. No. Why you do this? Doomhammer's still lethal. Doomhammer's still lethal. Esports this guy. Fireguard Destroyer is not. We want to roll 7 damage. This is awkward because we can't clean up the boom after the trade unless we hold the lightning bolt. And if we hold the lightning bolt, then he can do this and eviscerate. So I think we do want to clear. We could find a way to clean it up, maybe. I don't know. We might have to just hold it just in case, because if we don't have a way to clean up the boom, then there's really no point in killing this. 10. Well, besides the fact that he might kill us. He might kill us. Oh, jeez. 1 damage off lethal, man. I don't think we need Lava Burst in the deck, but we need some amount of draw to try and find our Doomhammer on time. And try and hit our combos. We have a lot of combo-y things, like Unbound Elemental combos, Doomhammer combos. Alright, now this is where we rip Fire Elemental. We got 2 Fire Elementals. 2 Fire Elementals. Yeah, Lava Burst blows. That's what I'm saying, Gavin. It's just not a good quality card. Alright, we're dead. Never Fire Elemental, man. We need sprint. No. No, we don't even have preps, man. He's trying to find that lethal. He found that lethal. We were 1 damage. Never Doomhammer, man. Both Doomhammers bottom half of the deck. Unfortunate. We draw Doomhammer that game, we win every time. Alright, how do we doctor this up? Crackle RNG and missing Doomhammer lost us the game. And Boombot RNG. Didn't do enough damage to his face. So there's a few RNG factors that could have made us win. Boombot hit his face for 1, Crackle hit his face for 4. If that netted 6 damage instead of 5 damage, the game was ogre. Alright. I want to get Flame Juggler gone. I want to get a Knife Juggler in this bad boy. What draw mechanics exist in Hearthstone? Let's see. All of those are gross. Drake is like, okay, you got lightning bolts, but I don't know. Drake and 2 Doomhammers is so heavy, you know? That's like the big problem with Shaman, right? Is all the draw mechanics are so freaking heavy. You could play the O3. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you can include draw. We need to have, I don't think we can run Earthshock then. It's too low value. Because the way that the aggro shaman gets off playing all these like really low value cards is they run 2 copies of this, which makes up for all their shitty little cards. So I don't think we can run Earthlock because it just doesn't hold enough value for the amount of card draw we have in the deck. So I want to see Earthshock gone. What else can we get? I mean, Ancestral Knowledge is a card we're trying not to run because we want to be able to just curve dump on people. And Ancestral Knowledge really messes that up. So, trying to increase the value of our deck. I wouldn't mind seeing even just another Knife Juggler being fine. Halakir. I mean, we did miss our high end that game, but we should have hit either a Fire Elemental or a Doomhammer by then and won. So I don't think that's the deck's fault why we lost that game. I think we just had bad RNG. We missed 5 of our high end cards. I mean, in your top 16 cards, you missed your 5 high end cards. Okay, it happens. So I'm trying to look for like other improvements besides that. I don't think it was the deck's fault we lost last game. Is Jeweled Scarab a card we could run? I don't know. We could get Hex or Lava Burst, depending on the matchup. Brand doesn't really do anything. Let's go. What if we took out Hex for BGH, put in an Abusive Sergeant, took out Thalnos for a Haunted Creeper, and then took out Lightning Storm for the other Juggler, and now we try and control the board early game with Haunted Creeper Juggler. Take out Lava Shock, because we don't even have that much overload in the deck. We don't run Lava Burst or Ancestral Knowledge, so I don't think Lava Shock's very good. Try and do something like this, so we try and, like, we have, like, Abusive BGH to kill things against Druid. We got BGH to kill things against Paladin, because really the only thing you got to hex against Paladin is the BGH target. So I think BGH is, like, going to be really solid at doing the job of hex, while also being a 4-2 that you can just develop if you have no cards, so you can keep tempo pushing people. And keeps the curve consistently like a staircase. We have a little bit more 2-drops now, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 2-drops. Gives us a little better odds of having a 2-drop. And if you're able to go Haunted Creeper into Knife Juggler, you can make some dirty things happen, and you have Abusive to help buff them. So I really like that kind of synergy. And then I think we take one of the lightning bolts out and put in the Earth Shock. Just because sometimes you need to silence things. You need to have a silence in there somewhere. And lightning bolt's such a terrible card in the early game. It really is. Being overloaded like that in the early game really impedes your entire curve. So I think lightning bolt's better in the later turns, and it's sometimes you can get something cute with Unbound Elemental Lightning Bolt, but I think lightning bolt's one of the weakest cards in the deck. Harrison Jones for card draw. If you want to play Harrison Jones over like Lotheb, the problem is you don't want to have more than 3 5-drops really, and you want to have Doomhammer on 5 every time and just play Doomhammer, hit him in the face for 4. So I don't mind the 3 5s as they are now, but I guess you could put in Harrison Jones if you're really feeling it. But I'm not feeling Harrison Jones, man. I like Lotheb in there doing its job, slowing down the game. Because you slow the game down and then you can hit him longer with Doomhammer. Why run Trog and Unbound combos with no draw? Sometimes they're just good value, man. Like 3-mana 2/4 is not the worst thing in the world, and sometimes you win the game from it. It's insane. And Trog's a 1-mana 1/3, which is good value. You can combo it with like Abusive Sergeant or Juggles off Knife Juggler or whatever to clear. And sometimes you hit like overload cards with it, and it's the nuts, and you win. So I think it's just a good card in general without having to run too many synergies. So I don't think you really need to force anything to happen just because their stat lines are right as it is. So this is kind of what I would do the deck list to change it. It was already like really solid. Like the curve was good and we had a plan with it. I just think Hex can be replaced by BGH. I think the Flame Juggler and the Lightning Storm can be replaced by a Knife Juggler Haunted Creeper package. So that allows you to have some more clear while maintaining tempo. Because you saw the game against the Rogue, we just had the Lightning Storm sitting in our hand. Since the opening mulligan, we didn't play it till like turn 11. So it's like this pushes the agenda a little bit better, I think, than what Lightning Storm would do. So I like pushing the agenda, man. So this is what I would do. Didn't use Deck Helper. Alright. Next deck, we have a Mage deck by O-Twisty. Don't worry, I saved the pronunciation so I could pronounce it. Alright. Mage. See? Saved it. Alright, we got missiles, we got blast, we got worm, we got cannons, bolts, the portals, Sorceress Apprentice, Arcane Intellect, double effigy. Okay, we got a unique secret package. It should definitely confuse people, which is an advantage of playing a unique secret package. So even if the secret is comparably a little bit worse, the uniqueness of it usually throws people off. Alright, we got Polymorph, Shredder, good cards, good cards. Mad Scientist, of course. And Zerdrake. And Conjurer. Flame Strike. You got my attention. Oh, Ronin and Archmage. What am I missing? What am I missing? I'm missing that donation. What happened there? Just got a donation. Alright, we got a donation from Danny. Evening, Firebat. Been playing a combo Warlock. Been doing pretty alright, but looking to make some improvements. Can I message you on Twitch? Deck I'm playing and give me opinions on changes, etc. Yeah, that's how DeckDoctor works, man. Feel free to send me a message with it in the chat, and I'll add it to the deck queue for you. No problem, man. No problem. Saved your spot there. All right, let me finish this one. It's going to be a little while before I make changes on it, though. The DeckDoctor queue is long. All right, fireballs. Right? There's fireballs in this deck. Yes, good. Good. Good job. Alright. Oh, Twisty. Into your balls of fire. We're going on to the ladder. We have Tempo Mage. Looks like a solid Tempo Mage. We got an interesting secret package. We got a Polymorph tech in there. I don't mind Polymorph, to be honest with you. I think it's not that bad of a card. We got a bigger late game than most Tempo Mages, which makes sense with the secrets we're using. And it looks like we're trying to use Tempo Mage to keep the board about even, then drop Archmage Antonidas or Ronin, win the game instantly after that. We got a Flame Strike to try and make that happen. We may run into problems against Paladin, as Flame Strike usually doesn't kill their board on turn 7, because they have 7/7s. But we're going to try it. We can keep missiles, I think. It usually cleans up muster for battle pretty well. So I like having missiles to try and make something happen in the early game. Oh, baby. And since we're running Effigy, we have Ronin over Dr. Boom, because the Boom bots would trigger the Effigy and do nothing for us. So I like that change. I like that change. Oh, man. We got a Flame Waker locked and loaded, man.
Put this apple on your head.
He's got a juggler. Okay. I'm just gonna Frostbolt that. I'm not confident in my Flamemaker's ability to completely decimate that next turn, so I'm gonna just play it safe, use the Frostbolt here. We could have waited and tried to go like Flamemaker, coin, missiles, and kill it, but let's not. We would have baited muster for battle though, so that's an upside there. I don't even think we got a Flamemaker this. We probably wait. Unless we get a 4-drop, then we go Flamemaker this turn. Yeah. So I think we'll do this, try and do the big Flamemaker next turn. That's kind of cute.
So many views.
That's kind of cute. It's not competitive spirit, it's not repentance. What is the secret? Look at this king. Alright. Clean that up nice and quick. This first. Well, I want those dead. The secret appears to be Noble Sacrifice or Avenge. Alright. We got 5 more missiles at this. Alright. Flamewaker, bro. Why you suck? I don't want to get this effigy, so I don't want to do that turn to try and set up effigy, so I guess I will just do this. At least it trades. Okay. I wanted to get Flame Cannon, I think. It's like either Flame Cannon or Blizzard. I don't think I want Blizzard most of the time. He's only got 2 cards left, so they're likely going to be big things, so I'm going to go with Flame Cannon.
Job's done.
Uh-oh. Is he setting up the muster for battle with the Repentance? I wish I could have seen the secret interaction first, then I might have chosen Blizzard. So muster for battle punishes me less.
Who am I? None of your business.
This is not good. Why not Blizzard? Because Blizzard doesn't kill this stuff.
I wonder.
None of these plays look very good.
to do? What to do?
I guess I don't really want to kill anything. Guess I'll try and set up Effigy here. Maybe he'll kill that and we'll get a good 3-drop out of it. Because if I kill things, then I'm setting up the, whatchamacallit, setting off the Avenge this turn, and we want to take minimum damage. Hopefully he kills the 5-drop first, we get a Belcher or something. I don't know, there's... We're in a pickle. Wolf Rider. That's gonna save us. Blizzard would have been really good since we drew the Flame Strike. We could have set that up, but... Okay. Well, let's try and do this. To get the Noble Sack Avenge going.
Get down!
Hopefully this lands on something good for us. Oh, that's not happy. Let's pop this and Flame Strike and get Doomsayer. Sets up our Flame Cannon anyway for the following turn. Alright, we're only taking 13. We're falling apart, man. Getting picked apart by Mysterious Challenger. That card's real good on turn 6. Alright. Even if we perfect Flame Cannon, we're still dead. So we need to draw for an answer here. Because we could hit here, he still has 6 on the board. So, answer. Not the daily double. Well, that's our RNG anyway.
You win this.
Okay. How do we make Tempo Mage beat Paladin? Because Paladin's what you're going to be versing on the ladder, so you're going to want to make your deck be able to beat Paladin for sure. Things that can help against Paladin. We already got a solid anti-Paladin package. It's unfortunate he had Challenger on 6. That's really what drove us home. We didn't have the Polymorph for the Challenger or anything like that. I don't think we want 2 effigies. Like, even though we have this high end that's intended to be effigied, like, an effigy is like so situational. You have to be ahead for it to gain value, whereas counterspell is just good all the time. So I want to see a counterspell kind of thrown in there, and it also just keeps them guessing because they have no idea what's going on because you got 3 secrets. So I like this secret spread a little bit better, just to help confuse them a little bit, because effigy only works if you're ahead on board, because if you're behind on board, they ignore your minions and go face, and then you die. So we have to get ahead on board somehow, and I think effigy should help with that. How else can we get ahead on board against the cancer that is Paladin? Run Unstable, Ghoul, Kazan, and Bran. Oh my god, the tech! Paladin, Paladin, Paladin. We already got the 2 missiles. I like 2 missiles. We can't run images because we have effigy in our deck. We have Arcane Intellect. I like Arcane Intellect instead of Spellslinger because we're running a slow deck, so that makes sense in my mind. We could run Water Elementals over Piloted Shredders. Kind of like this change to help make effigy a little better, because the 2 drop-off Shredders is going to be a liability when it comes down to effigy time. So this should improve the odds of our effigy being able to hit. Just minor improvement. Since we have a low curve deck, we could justify running Zombie Chow maybe. Honestly, to try and help out against Paladins a little bit. I mean, we have a high curve deck. The problem is this could be so bad in every other matchup, so I don't want to include it. But I mean, that's something you can think about for sure. We could put another 2-drop in there to try and get 7 2-drops, counting Portal as a 2-drop. I mean, as troll as it sounds, you could legit run Unstable Ghoul or Mad Bomber. You could run Snow Chugga, just because it's a pretty good 2-drop, you know? You can't swap Ronin for Dr. Balance because we have Effigy, man. That's the point of the deck. The point of the deck is to outvalue control decks by setting up in a lock where they have to kill something big. And then if they do, it gets Effigy, so like, it's a checkmate setup sort of thing. Problem is staying alive till that point, which shouldn't be as hard as it is. Add freeze effect. Play Reno. Just cut everything and play Reno. That's the suggestion. I can't figure out how to streamline it anymore. I mean, the deck was already a pretty solid version of Tempo Mage. We made a few little changes. I feel bad, man. There's not much cards we can change here. I personally don't like Flame Strike, so I would change Flame Strike, but it's more of a personal preference thing. I mean, some people really like it against Paladin. I find I like playing minions instead of playing clears so that I just stay ahead. So I would check out Flame Strike and put in, like... I'd put in another 4. So I think I'd put in a Shredder. Or I'd put in another 2. One of those two things. I'll put in the Snow Chugga. Just try and have board earlier on. That's it. Survive with no healing and no taunts. Yeah, you survive with removal, man, and board presence. That's usually how decks live. Most decks that run all heal and all taunt are like rank 25 decks that just die. I don't know. It's much better to be able to consistently be able to battle for the board with minions with even stats, whereas taunt and heal effects, you generally reduce the stats of minions, so then you lose the board and then you're dead. So, this is what I would change. Other than that, I mean, you had a really solid shell going on, and there wasn't too many improvements that could be made anywhere. So, tweaked it a little bit. I feel like 2 effigies, even though your whole deck thing is effigy oriented, is extreme, because in the control matchups where you need the effigy to gridlock people, you're gonna eventually find it anyway. Like, those games are gonna drag on past turn 10 or whatnot, and you'll eventually have the effigy. So I don't think you need 2 to guarantee to find it against control. I think you can simply get it with 1. You have 2 scientists, and you can just simply draw it. So I think Gnome instead of Chugga is probably good. I do like Gnome. That's probably better. Twist share, right? Twist share, right? No boom because that breaks your effigy gridlock against control, and you don't want to break your effigy gridlock. So I like it. Belcher summons the 1/2, which can ruin your effigy, but Belcher is also a pretty good card you could throw in there. But for the third 5, if you wanted to higher the curve a little bit, if you're gonna put the Belcher in there, you'd probably have to like cut the polymorph then. Yeah. But I don't think Belcher's necessary. I think 2 5s is plenty. Especially with this high end. That's the changes I would make. The deck was already pretty solid to begin with, really. Alright. I will be right back, and then we'll get to Doctrine again. We have Zoomer Cannon up next on the queue. But I guess I'll build his deck, and you guys can make fun of his deck while I go to the bathroom. So give me a minute here. I mean, support his deck and help us figure out stuff and give suggestions. You can do my job for me, you know? Alright. I have no idea what class this deck is yet, but... Zoomer Cannon. What class would a Zoomer Cannon play? Warlock. We got a Reno Lock deck. Oh man, I gotta pee, and this is gonna take forever to build. Alright, we got Mortal Coil, we got Zombie Child, we got Dank Bomb, Dark Bomb, Dark Peddler, Owl. Can't read that. Let me zoom in. Jeweled Scarab. Alright. Sun Fury. Shadow Bolt. Big Game Hunter. Earthen Ring Farseer. Imp Gang. Bawas. Explosion. Hellfire Shadow Flame. Good AoE packages. We're missing the, we instead of playing the Demon Wrath, we have Shadow Bolt instead in that slot, it looks like. I can get behind it. I can get behind it. Demon Wrath never felt like the strongest card in the world. Neither does Shadow Bolt, but that's why they work. Bane of Doom. Bane of Doom's more removal. Makes sense. You're kind of a control-y, outlast them forever deck, and sometimes you just win. How do you spell it? There we go. Fugan, Stalag, Low. No, it wasn't A, wasn't it? No. Spelling's not my specialty. Oh, it wasn't A. There we go. Lotheb Belcher. Siphon. I like Siphon a lot. A lot of Reno Locks don't play Siphon. I think Siphon's a pretty good card in Reno Lock. Costs 6 though. That's why I couldn't find it. We got the Emperor in there. We don't even have an OTK combo. We're just playing Emperor for funds. Which makes sense. I mean, you got a shit ton of cards in your hand, so I can get behind it. Boom. Holy smokes, this is a high end. Lord Draxus, Alex Straza, Melganis. You will win against Control, man. Holy threats. You got Threat City. Five threats. Okay. I guess look at this half of the deck because it's the more interesting half. The other half's pretty standard. Besides the Jeweled Scarab's a little interesting. Sun Fury is generally pretty standard. A lot of people have been playing Argus now lately in their Reno Locks, but Sun Fury. Shadow Bolt's a little interesting. Other than that, seems fairly standard, besides the high end. So, let us look here. Anyway, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. Alright, guys. What's up? So did my chair do a really good DeckDoctor analysis? Or what? Good job, chair. Alright. Moving on to the next deck now that my chair handled that one. Let us see. Honestly, I think my chair is better than me at this. Alright. So next up we got Stanky Fresh with the Feign Death Hunter. Stanky Fresh. Alright, I'm just trolling. I'm gonna DeckDoctor the deck. Alright, Viewbot's waiting on a chair. Classic. You guys enjoy my Masan roleplay? Hey. Alright, so Reno Lock, big late game curve, Jeweled Scarab to try and get some extra removal to help you out against aggro. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish anti-aggro cards. So it's gonna be, the question is if we can live. Because if we can live in the early game, we can definitely win. So that's really the only point we got there. Other than that, we should be able to win if we're alive against control. So let's try it out. And then Wild Extrasa, more big shit to kill control, bro. I might want to put in like Void Caller or something like that, because since we have so many demons. And then like if you want to run Mal'Ganis and Jurexus, then like one Void Caller and then one other demon is all you really need. So maybe just putting those in could really help out, just so we have a mid-range thing that just does broken shit occasionally. You know?
Gul'dan versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Your soul shall be mine.
Alright, let's see what we can do here. Imp Gang Boss is pretty good in the early game. Other early game options besides that are pretty limited. So we're looking for Mortal Coil, Zombie Chow, Dark Bomb, Dark Peddler, Owl, Jeweled Scarab-ish. I don't know how good Jeweled Scarab would be, actually. Sun Fury, sometimes Earthen Ring.